It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight it's Charlotte, as they'll be playing.
It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Last game for the Warriors, they pick up the W again, and they pulled off a three-point win in that one. Too close for comfort, but they'll take it.
Yeah, struggled to shoot the basketball in that game, but still found a way, if you will. I mean, they had to pick up the slack in a lot of other areas, and they did.
You're not going to be on all the time, and they were prepared for that and scraped and clawed their way to a victory.
Now Golden State's starting five. Beasley is out there with Gortat, and it's Mills, then it's Anthony, and it's Evans, and at the shooting guard position.
He is a big guy, and Gortat doesn't play the finesse game. This is a guy who's all about strength. Forget about laying it up there. He's going to take the power approach.
Walker goes in, shoots over Mills, takes the 12-footer and hits. A lot of people, Steve, talk about the length of the season, 82 games. Do you think the league will ever reduce that number?
No, I don't think so. I think the commissioner's done an excellent job of trying to spread out games. He's cut down the back-to-backs, and so it's given some guys some much-needed rest, and I think they've looked at the travel schedule, so I don't think they ever want to reduce the number of games. The league is going well right now with 82.
And you've got to keep, Steve, the regular season relevant,
yes,
don't you? It's got to matter. It's got to matter.
I think so, and I think that's the reason why. I think they might change the playoff format, but I don't think they would change the regular season.
And here's Beasley after Bojan Bogdanovic getting his shot to go from deep. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, James Borrego had a few minutes to share with me. It's the first matchup of the season against this team, and he knows that they have great shot blocking. But he did say we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Put the bigs in high pick-and-roll situations and shoot the jumper with confidence. They feel that's the key, Kevin.
And David, thank you. What do you think, guys? Smart to center their game plan around the opposing defense?
I kind of feel like you have to. This is an opponent so good at taking away the best weapon on the other side. So you have to be ready to come at them in different ways.
This is always an exhausting opponent to play, so it would be huge for them if some of their bench players could step up and contribute today.
Now Walker, after the missed three by Carmelo. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Richardson's got 5.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball. Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ball handlers.
Here's Richardson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Golden State. 8-point game. Shoots over Mirotic. Shots good by Anthony. Anthony's got his first points of the night. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Right side to Walker. Mirotic against Gortat. Shoots it up. Mirotic's shot is off.
Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot, and this one was uncontested.
Evans outside. Puts it up. Off the left rim and out.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Now here's Richardson. He's got 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it goes down 2 points. And that's now 6 points for Kemba Walker.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
First quarter, you're really testing the defense, trying to find their weaknesses. Second chance opportunities, the great equalizer.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And at the offensive end, Gortat probably doesn't get his due. He's got a lot of moves that he can finish with either hand, and his work on the offensive glass is more than capable.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Charlotte leads by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Fun to watch. They give you no time to set up on defense, and we see that reflected in the score.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Charlotte, Mirotic is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Josh Richardson, and there's Kemba Walker, and it's Booker in a 2-guard.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range. The open mid-range jump shot. He knows he has to hit that one.
And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Booker. Walker's got 11.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Well, a high level of scrutiny for this Warriors team. Last season, they led the league in technicals and ejections. Smitty, how important is it for them to get a handle on that?
Well, it's not a good look for them, but they have some competitors, but you have to challenge in the right way. Play with poise, and they're fine when they're on the court.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, D.A. To the middle. Here's Mills. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
Mirotic is a hustler out there. He takes pride in staying active on the glass.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Walker. Poked away, stolen by Walker. Fast break now for Charlotte. Booker with no one around, and again, Charlotte with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Warriors trail by 14. And Mills kicks to Beasley. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Beasley's got his first 2 points.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Charlotte.
Here's Booker. Warriors with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, despite the miss, he's going to be looking for that same shot again.
Wasted no time on that one. And it's 8 points for Carmelo Anthony. Michigan high school basketball, Steve, has produced a lot of great NBA talent. Yourself, Magic, Chris Webber, George Gervin, the Iceman, and some new great players now are in that category.
Yeah, the list goes on and on. When you start talking about the Derek Colemans and the Spencer Haywoods and Jalen Rose, so many different guys. Now you have guys, Josh Jackson, also Miles Bridges entering into this league right now. Michigan high school basketball has produced a lot of NBA talent. Look out, he's starting to find the range in this second period.
Now here's Walker. Defense is right there. Mirotic's shot is off. Warriors trail by 9. Fires from deep. Anthony's shot is off. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to Orlando.
And with your defense, one part's your ability, the other, though, is effort, and that one they showed neither.
Also, they were late with their rotations for most of the evening. Gave up a lot of easy points.
Evans outside. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Gortat. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there is nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Walker taking his time here. 5 to shoot. Here's Mirotic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
When Mirotic gets free beyond the arc, he is letting it fly. Just a knockdown shooter who loves stroking the 3 ball.
Back to Mills. Fires the 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Very important.
And so it's Charlotte ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Taking a look at Charlotte. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how.
And that should do it with the...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
Yeah, you don't think of him as a big-time playmaker, but over the first 2 quarters, that's exactly what he was.
It's a nice change for him and for the team. It's not like he's selfish. We're just not used to him playing that way.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Mills, Beasley out there with Anthony, then it's Gortat, and it's Evans in at the 2 spot. Outside, Walker. Mills with the steal. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. And here's Evans outside. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. A man who's making a living out of stretching the floor, being in the right position. Certainly that's Patty Mills, Steve.
He's played with the best. He's learned from the best. Over time, he's become a better facilitator. But his bread and butter is that jump shot.
Charlotte shooting their first free throws of this game. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 10. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Booker the pass to Walker. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. 14 points for Kemba Walker.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
Yeah, because he's been killing them all night. They are struggling to find an answer.
And now a look at Kemba Walker. Some numbers on him. Good season for him last year. He averaged 22 points per game last season, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
Anthony down low. Richardson covering. Outside, Walker. Booker left side. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pulls up. Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Anthony.
And Melo is highly explosive, nailing shots left and right. The D has got to get it out of his hands.
Booker outside from the arc, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Gortat's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Booker against Evans. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. That's a foul on Charlotte. Smitty, with all the different arenas you've played in and all the cities you've traveled to as a player, which city do you think, looking back, was the hardest to play in for whatever reason?
This is an easy question. Detroit, Michigan, Kevin, because I was raised there and played college basketball. The ticket request going home was definitely hard.
I bet.
Because now you're starting to ask teammates, you're starting to ask everybody for tickets, and I just never had enough.
And it was expensive to buy tickets.
Yes, indeed.
And everyone wanted one.
Everybody. My first game, Kevin, ever back in Detroit, 300 tickets.
Oh.
Glad I had good teammates, though. They helped me.
Mills looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Over Richardson. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Patrick Mills.
You know, he's not someone who spends a ton of time in the painted area, but Patty Mills looking comfortable on that one.
And Walker kicks to Booker. Shoots the 3. Hands it from downtown. Booker's got his second bucket of the night.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Mills with it. 5 points in the game. It's Beasley on the wing. First trip to the line for him here.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. Walker with a clean look and another 3 for Charlotte.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard, and when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
And so it's Charlotte in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on his heels.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. We've got Devin Booker. Richardson is out there with Bogdanovich. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Mirotic in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Charlotte leading by 8. And Booker kicks to Walker. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Richardson against Anthony. And Josh Richardson hits from deep. Richardson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Charlotte. Warriors trail by 11. Evans outside. The wide open look here for Anthony. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since. Mr. Dependable tonight, helping them grow this lead.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Mills finds Gortat, and there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That'll be his second foul of the game. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Walker, covered by Mills. Takes it out to Booker. And the 3 off target. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for Golden State. 11-point game. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Now here's Walker. He's covered closely. Evans against Booker. Clock at 6. Over Gortat. A rebound by Gortat. Gortat's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Evans passes to Gortat. Anthony dishes to Gortat. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Mirotic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Now here's Walker, covered by Mills. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
1:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Beasley outside. That one goes. Count it. And so it's Charlotte with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Now here's Walker, covered by Mills. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And he is unable to get the second one. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And it's Evans missing.
Woo, that's the one when you watch the film back, he's going to cringe. He couldn't ask for a better opportunity.
A nice shot by Booker.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one. They have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
And that one's good by Gortat.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Walker, covered by Mills. And Walker kicks to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good on the three-point shot. And Charlotte leads by 13.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the great.
I'ma go real slow. I go, I'ma let